Hi everybody, Penny here. Welcome to my kitchen. This is the last video of 2021. What a year. However, we all got through it. Well, some of us with COVID unfortunately didn't. If you're a family affected with that, my prayers are with you and my sincerest sympathies. For the rest of us that are still here, we're going to welcome in a new year. Hopefully it'll be better, and hopefully by the end of 2022 we will be COVID free. So I have my Christmas earrings in. Merry Christmas. And we are going to make Newfoundland snowballs with a difference. So this time last year I also did Newfoundland snowballs because they are very much a Christmas tradition, although you can have them any time of the year. And I realized when I was making them a couple of weeks ago for here, for home, that they're gluten-free because there's no flour. And I thought, well, that's cool. And I thought, well, how can we make it dairy-free? So we're going to use almond milk instead of tin milk or regular milk, which is dairy-free, so almond milk, or soy milk if you're a dairy-free person, whatever milk you use. Even coconut milk would work because, of course, there's coconut in snowballs. But we're going to use an almond milk. And instead of sugar, we're going to use stevia and then double up on our vanilla. So if you use stevia or Splenda or whatever other kind of sweetener that you use, you would use the equivalent of 1 cup of sugar. Hey Caitlin, you going to help me?
Yeah.
Okay, so Caitlin's going to help me. And we have 2.5 cups of quick rolled oats. We have 1 cup of flaked coconut. We have 1 cup of stevia. We're going to have 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and we have 1/2 cup of almond milk. We have 1 cup of Baicel butter, so it's dairy free, and we have,
Where did you get these?
I don't know where I got them. Somebody gave them to me. And we have 1/2 cup of cocoa. Now, of course, you have to make sure your cocoa is gluten-free. So for those gluten-free people, you of course know what to look for on the labels. So these are sugar-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, but I hope not taste-free Newfoundland snowballs. So we have our 2.5 cups of oats. We're going to add in our 1 cup of coconut.
I have to stop down here.
Because I'm cooking. I'm going to put those on in a minute. So we're going to mix these up just so that your coconut and your oatmeal are all mixed in together. And that way you don't, have a snowball with no coconut or a coconut snowball with no oatmeal. Okay, so that's great. Now we are going to turn on our machine and we're going to melt our butter. There we go. While that's melting, I am going to add the cocoa powder to our stevia. Normally you would be adding the cocoa powder to the sugar. And the reason you want to add your cocoa powder is because sometimes cocoa powder can be a little lumpy. So if you mix it in with your sugar and you give it a little stir with a whisk, it'll make sure that it's not clumpy and you don't get like a clump of cocoa. You want it well mixed in. Okay, that was Caitlin putting dishes in the dishwasher. She's a super cleaner upper. Okay, so, oh look, it's melting already. Woohoo! So so that's done. And to our 1/2 cup of the almond milk, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Caitlin, would you like to stir that bit of butter with the wooden spoon there? There we go. Perfect. Good job. Now I'm just going to add in the milk and vanilla. There we go. And we're going to wait for all the butter to be completely melted. And it doesn't take very long on an induction cooktop because it gets hot instantly because it's a magnetic field. You don't have to wait for the actual burner to heat up and then the pot eventually to heat up. So it happens very, very quickly. It might take a little longer at home. There we go. Almost there. Okay, so put the spoon on that plate so it doesn't make a mess. Now we're going to add our stevia and cocoa powder. And we're going to whisk. And it's starting to bubble. Hang on, Caitlin, just give me 1 second, sweetie. It's starting to bubble. So you want to keep whisking because you want to make sure you don't have any lumps. There we go. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. And you only want to cook this for about a minute, not for very long, but you have to keep stirring because you don't want your cocoa to burn. Oh, smells delicious. Just got a whiff of chocolate. Okay, so that's pretty much what you're looking for there. The machine doesn't let you lift up the pot. Now we are going to add our oatmeal and coconut. And we're going to stir this all in. We'll leave it on the burner while we're stirring. Just till it's all incorporated. There we go. It does take a minute for it to all incorporate. And if it does look a little dry, and this does look a little dry to me, I'm going to add just another little touch of almond milk. So if you're at home doing this, I would recommend, if it looks a little dry, add just a touch of almond milk, or you could increase the almond milk in the beginning to 3/4 of a cup. There you go. See that little tiny touch? Maybe a tablespoon. Made all the difference. And that's it. The heat is off. Now, there's your mixture. You have to let that cool about a half an hour or so because we want to roll it into balls, roll it in coconut, and chill it in the fridge. So we'll be back in about a half an hour. Hi everybody, back again. So our mixture is cooled off. Now, because we're not using sugar, we're using stevia. The mixture is a little dry, so you need to take a little pinch, just like maybe, I don't know, not even half a teaspoon of the Basil butter, and rub that on your hands so it kind of melts. And that's going to help you squeeze them together. So this is a 1 tablespoon. Actually, I think it might be two, yeah, that's a 2 tablespoon, sorry. 2 tablespoon ice cream scoop that I'm using. And you have to squeeze pretty hard with the butter on your hand. You can make them as big or as small as you like. And then you kind of pop them in a little bit of coconut. And there you have your snowball. So you just need a little pinch of the butter, melt it in your hands, just like Caitlin just did. There you go. And then you take up your firmly packed scoop or spoon, or even just a little bit in your hand. Squeeze fairly hard because you want it to stick together. And then you kind of roll in your coconut. And ta-da! You have sugar-free, gluten-free, dairy-free snowballs. So if you're looking for something to give to somebody but you're concerned that one of those things is an issue for them, this could be the one for you to make. Super, super easy. Good to do with kids as well. Oops. You have to squeeze really hard. Then you put them in the fridge and you chill them. So I hope you give it a go. Have a very Merry Christmas. Enjoy. Bye.